Hello everyone, this tarot reading is focusing on the question, how can you hear the messages from your guides more clearly? There's actually quite a lot that I'm picking up. So, you have for the tarot the Moon card, the Two of Swords reversed, the Star card reversed, and at the bottom of the deck you've also got the Six of Wands reversed. So straight away, because you have two cards here that represent nighttime, the Moon and the Star card, I do feel like you've received messages through your dreams or more at night, okay? I'm also noticing the path in the Moon card. And then if I look at the stars in the Star card, it makes me then think about going for nighttime walks, being out when it's quieter, when the atmosphere is a lot more calmer. That kind of grounding, being in nature can really actually help you clear your mind and hear things more clearly, okay? I'm also noticing as well with the Moon card and the Two of Swords and the Star card, there is water in each of the cards. Now, water can be about intuition and it can be about going with the flow. But when I actually sit with this energy of this reading, it doesn't feel like you're fully flowing with it, okay? So bear with. it does feel like there's more hesitation, okay? Because the Moon card, the Two of Swords reversed, the Star card, and even the Six of Wands reversed, all carry the energy of questioning yourself and struggling to trust what you're receiving, okay? So I do feel like subconsciously you are receiving a lot of messages, a lot of downloads, but there is definitely uncertainty around it. Now with the Star card and the Six of Wands being here together, both of these cards upright are about recognition, confidence and feeling good within yourself, but being reversed, you can feel like your confidence is being knocked. Now I feel that could be because these are kind of positive cards, and when they're upright, you're held in quite high regards. People are noticing you, people are talking about you. You know, there's a lot of recognition. Yeah. Now, I don't know why I feel this way, but I'm feeling that because these cards are reversed, and this is where that bit of confusion is coming in, that hesitation or questioning, I feel like people around you are not, there are people that are not fully supportive, or who people who get very triggered by your presence, your energy, and you're not doing, it could be that you're not doing anything wrong, but it's just how you carry yourself, it's how you are, who you are, unique, and because of that, they start to project on you, and that gets you to really question yourself, okay? So yeah, I feel like your belief in yourself gets affected, and you start really doubting your intuition and the guidance you're receiving. And it's weird because as well, I feel like that because your guides or your intuition is telling you one thing, and your guide's telling you but what you're experiencing in the environment and here on planet it doesn't match what the environment's doing. So your intuition, your guides are telling you one thing, and then the environment, the people that you're surrounded by are behaving and saying and acting in another way, if that makes sense. Yeah. And that kind of creates confusion. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense in my head what I'm picking up on. So the Two of Swords reversed is also a kind of no longer being able to block things out. Okay, so right, with the Two of Swords, it feels like the truth is there, the awareness is there, but it can feel kind of overwhelming. So I do feel with the Two of Swords that you are getting a lot of information, a lot of downloads, a lot of support intuitively from your guides. But I do feel like you're receiving too much at once, too much information, too many thoughts, too many feelings, and it becomes a bit too hard for you to process. If that resonates, and that's good in a way, because then that's confirmation, and what you can do is and actually ask your guys to slow things down or communicate with you in a way that feels clearer and easier for you to understand, or work a way that how you tell your guides how you want them to communicate with you, in ways that you want them to communicate with you. It could be pictures, it could be numbers, it could be dreams. Talk to me through my dreams in this way. I don't know. Develop that bond, that connection with your guide. So they're there to help you. So yeah, I feel the way you. I feel the way that for you to hear your guides more clearly is to pull your energy back from people who really, I don't know if I explained that well enough, because it made a lot more sense in my head, but when I was talking I was thinking that doesn't make sense what I'm saying. Pull yourself away from people that clearly you know deep down, or they're not have not got the best intentions for you, because they're not there to support you, they're there to confuse you, they're there to sabotage you, they're there to hold you back, okay? Whilst your guides are there to support you and guide you and make sure that you are looking after yourself, doing things that, I had a situation a few days ago, right? Let's say, for example, this is why you don't tell your manifestations to people. I said about how I want a boat, okay? I want a canal boat, I want to live on a canal boat, and the thing that came out of that person's mouth was, I can't remember, but something like, oh, I was talking about how I want a record player. And the person said, oh, if you have that on the canal boat, you'll drown. It's too heavy. And I thought, if I ever listened to people like you, I'd get nowhere in my life. I wouldn't be doing tarot. I wouldn't be having a healthier body. I wouldn't be having a calmer life if I listened to the advice from people like you. Yeah, and I think that's what I feel with the Six of Wands. If that makes sense with what I'm saying, with the Six of Wands and the Star, there are people that are, maybe they're not even aware that they're doing it, but they are not there to support you. They're holding yourself back, whilst your guides are actually trying to support you and guide you. So yeah, if you can do things where you can pull yourself or your energy back from people who kind of deep down, you know, don't really have the best intentions for you, don't fully support you, because that energy is definitely confusing you. I also feel that nighttime nature, quiet environments, even, you know, things like possibly baths or showers or being around water will really help you reset and reconnect. And just calm. The more you're in a calmer state, the more easier it is to understand the messages as well that you get. But I do feel as well with the Two of Swords being here, it's like you already have the answers within you. It's just the doubt, the fear, or outside noises are making you question it. And it is funny because we all do this. We get the messages, but then we you know, we can ignore it or argue with it. And one of the examples I was getting a few moments ago is like, your guys could be telling you to drink more water or rest, and you question it and don't act on it, and that's where that block comes in. So yeah, definitely the moment you start listening, actually doing, even in small ways, you'll start noticing the difference. You'll feel better, things become more clearer, and your trust will build as well. Because I want to say this, I'm going to keep saying this, your guides want best for you, okay? So I feel like you are definitely 100% receiving the messages. If you're just a bit unsure, maybe a bit overwhelmed, or possibly doubting yourself, the more you work with them, practice and actually listen to what you're getting, the stronger your connection will come. And I say, you know, if you practice, just practice, develop that bond with that relationship with your guides, and you imagine what it would be like in a year from now if you stick with this and you work with them, how much clearer everything will feel, how much more confident you'll be in trusting yourself and your intuition, and how much different your life will be because you're actually listening to your intuition, not your ego as well. So anyways, I hope this reading's helped. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.